Hey everybody, Amy Belster, your post-secondary counselor here. And in this video, I want to show you how to research a specific college in Naviance. So from the homepage, there's a couple of different ways you can access a college. You could go to your list of colleges you're thinking about, and if you've already added it, you can just click on a college there. Or from the homepage or the college's homepage, you can just type in a college name. So for example, I want to look up University of Illinois. It's the most popular school with our Libertyville students. So if I type that in, they're going to bring up every U of I campus. So I'll click on U of I at Urbana-Champaign. Now, each college in the country and beyond, there are a lot of international schools in Naviance as well, has a homepage within the website. And there is a ton of information in here. You'll see across the top, there are 5 different tabs for U of I: overview, studies, student life, admissions, and costs. Now, I want to point out a couple of other things while we're here at the top. You can see at just under the name, I can go directly to their website right here. And then there's another tab that says communicate. Now, if you click get in touch with your college contact, Scott Carlson is our admission rep for U of I. And if I want to get in touch with him, this page will give me his website, his phone number, his email, everything. So I can easily email Scott directly from Naviance. You can do it right here. It'll send it from your Gmail. All right. If you also just want to get in touch with the admission office, you can do that directly here. It will send an email just to the direct admission office email. Now you can see some other general information. The average net price. Take this with a grain of salt. You'll see there's a drop-down menu here. So if your family makes greater than $110,000 in a year, you will see that number is going to go up. The graduation rate, you can change it from 4-year to 6-year. More students graduate in 6 years than 4. What's the acceptance rate? That will give you an idea of how competitive the schools are. College overlaps, you can see other colleges that applicants apply to. And then what are their deadlines? Ignore this October 15th one. Their earliest deadline is actually November 15th right now. Below that, you will see a section that says counselor comments. This is where I'm actually the counselor. If I have spoken with our admission rep or found some information that I think would be useful to our families, I put my notes in here. One of the things I want to make sure to point out to you, you'll see right here, it says click here for U of I's FISC guide profile. The FISC guide is one of my favorite college guidebooks, and I often recommend it to sophomores and juniors as they're just getting started on this process. It's a guidebook that the colleges have nothing to do with. The FISC people go out and they interview students and they write up about a 2-page review of the students based on of the college based on student feedback. So if you click that, it will take you to a Google Doc where we've put all that information in here. You can see it's pretty simple. I always say start with the first paragraph. If you're intrigued, keep reading. If it turns you off right away, walk away. So it's just some good information for you right on that first page. Even with U of I computer science, I've just recently added a question that was asked about, is it easy to transfer into that if you're not admitted the first time? There's some also additional information on how many students go there, average student to faculty ratio, that kind of thing. Okay, now up at the top, if you click on studies, this actually gives you some more information. Again, some of those most important data points. And then top areas of study and majors offered. Now, I would recommend you always click on bachelor's if you're looking for a 4-year degree. The way U of I does it, they actually list them by college. So for example, there's agriculture, architecture, group area, ethnic, cultural, gender, and group studies, biology, etc. So you can find them in a number of ways here. So that page is useful as you're starting to think about what majors does the college offer? Is there a variety? Is it robust? That kind of thing. And then let's check out student life. This is obviously something you're going to be interested in as well. Now, U of I falls in the very large category when it comes to size. They have almost 34,000 undergrads. Where's the nearest city? How far is it from Libertyville High School? And how many students live on campus? So you can find out just some fast facts right there at the top. I really like this part. They break it down in some very visual graphs about what the student body is like. So in terms of ethnicity, gender, it's kind of interesting that U of I is more male than female. That is actually kind of unusual in this day and age. Residency status, like how many students are from in-state as compared to out of state, and how many students are considered international. Housing information, it'll give you a little bit more detail about that. And then this is really cool. They have a list of all the different types of student organizations. And then athletics. I want to point this out because I like this chart. It lists varsity, club, and intramurals. So, for example, if you're looking for water polo, U of I does not have a varsity team, but it does have a club team. So if that's something of interest to you, you want to look that up. Now, make sure you choose the correct gender, check it out with that. You can also look for co-ed sports as well. That's going to apply mostly to intramurals. Okay. I'm actually going to switch to another college from here to show you the last two sections. This is the most popular private school that our students apply to and attend, Marquette University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So Marquette's page looks a little bit different. They've actually included some pictures and videos. You can see all of that. And again, they have their FIS Guide profile, updates from me as the counselor. Now, let's go to admissions and costs with Marquette. Again, they're going to give us some kind of fast facts up at the top. And then this is the scattergrams. I'm going to do a separate video on how to read scattergrams because I think it's important, but I know you're going to spend quality time looking at this. So that's how you find that information for every college. Just go to the admissions tab within the college page. Costs, again, they're going to give you annual tuition. Now, because Marquette is private, you'll note the number doesn't change for in or out of state. The annual room and board costs, that's an estimated figure. Again, average net price, remember that it depends on your family's income, and then the percent receiving different kinds of financial aid. This can be very useful as families are starting to investigate costs. And they have actually an additional category here for Marquette called Spotlights. Some of the colleges do this so that you can learn more about it. This is a student's profile who talks about why he likes Marquette, where's the best place to eat on campus, favorite campus hangout, etc. So a lot of information here. Again, you'll notice up at the top, there's that communicate button, right? Request information, get in touch with your college contact, send a message to admissions. They also have a link directly to their virtual tour here, applying online, and of course, learning more about different parts of the campus. So there's a lot of information. Once you have sort of developed an initial impression of a school, that's when I encourage you to go to their website to learn more about the school. We're going to do a video on how to research a college on their website as well. So watch for that. All right, guys, get to it. Have some fun doing some college research.